as Nigerians are anticipating to vote for these forthcoming elections, here on E-News we have more gist for you to keep you entertained throughout the week of elections. A very beautiful week on E-News. I am Patient CD. And when we come back from the break, we are going to be looking at the Love Again movie. So stay tuned. Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is Entertainment News on Viewer Television. And before we went on the break, I was talking about how I'm going to gist you about Love Again movie. So let's take it and see. A young woman tries to ease the pain of her fiance's death by sending romantic texts to his old cell phone number and forms a connection with the man the number has been reassigned to. In this romantic comedy dealing with the loss of her fiance, Mira Ray sends a series of romantic texts to his old cell phone number, not realizing the number was actually reassigned to Rob Bone's new work phone. A journalist, Rob, is captivated by the honesty in the beautiful confessional text when he assigned to write the profile of megastar Celine Dion, playing herself in her first film role. He enlists her helping in figuring out how to meet Mira in person and win the heart, starring Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Sam Hogan, and Celine Dion, and also featuring multiple new songs from Celine Dion's Love Again, written for the screen and directed by James Trues. Celine Dion is a very wonderful artist. Celine Dion, I remember when we were young, we used to listen to her song. These songs, till today, if you play her songs, you will know that she's a wonderful singer and she has been there for ages. She's there doing her thing. And for now, for the first time, she's acting this movie, Love Again. I was actually watching the trailer when I was seeing where all her songs, all this memory, all this love, most of her songs are all about love and all. So she's there giving us in this movie. It's a wonderful movie for everyone. I recommend you to watch Love Again movie. Okay, moving on, I have our star has once again shows she's one of the leading voices of the Afrobeats new school. She released a new song and it's met rave reviews from fans. Now she delivered to us a new music video to match it. Okay, supremely gifted female singer-songwriter and Maven record artist from Nigeria grabs the attention of devoted fans with her debut single, Stability. Let's check the video.
Hello, with everybody for you. Body just shake bello. Motives of one tell bello. Deliver like I get bello. Them say I dey go sell. Them say I dey go sell. Best too fortuna. I go make you Joe Dada. Say you get the power. Sweetie passy, I'm like
Stability is a wonderful song. Imagine her bringing the old school and the new school together. This is a combination of good sound, good music. Yesterday I was listening to the song and I was jamming to it. Stability. It's a very good sound, and our star is doing well for herself. She's giving us back to back. When you check our star, is either she's #1 top chart on Apple Music today or she is #4. She's just there. She's just giving us on a steady. She hasn't gone down. She's maintaining her new school vibes in her songs. And Stability is a good jam. You should listen to it and enjoy yourself. There's this part that she brought that part. It's really interesting. You should listen to it. Because yesterday I was just putting it on repeat. All right, moving on, I have the Chinonso Opera, aka Kim Opera, former Big Brother Naija season 4 housemate, who has set critics on social media troll for some of the most unimaginable reasons. Speaking on an interview with Hawa Magaji, the former beauty queen claims she was, or shockingly, gets dragged for being beautiful. Kim recalled how she broke down after participation on the reality TV show, as well as having to beg Darrenly Edun for some gigs to keep body and soul together. It's good to be beautiful. When you are beautiful, people will really look, people will say things. When you are beautiful, there is this attraction that you give to people, and especially when you've been on TV, on reality TV, people have seen you, people have seen how you are maintaining this beauty. Kim, you are beautiful. So whether it's a critic or it's not, we like you like that. You're a beautiful girl, and you have been keeping it on 100, which is really, really good for you. As a woman, you should look beautiful now. Whether they go on social media or not, though, keep looking your beauty. Just keep it up. We'll always like it. Anyways, now we have the popular Nigerian actor Yul Edochie, who has admonished Nigerians against involvement in any form of violence on election day. With the presidential poll barely a few days away, the role interpreter urged people to resist being used as tools by any of the candidates to cause electoral mayhem, as they could lose their lives in the process. He suggested a fitting response to the voting masses for any candidate who will approach them with such offer. Yul said, "Any candidate who wants to engage you to cause mayhem on election day, tell him to bring his children to lead the squad." Yul has a way of just coming out to say something. This is election day. And I like the fact that he's encouraging people. It's election. This is what we want. And all we want is peace, free, fair election. We don't want any violence. We don't want any problem. We don't want people shooting, people disrupting the process. This is a process where we want to make the right choice. But if there are crises, or if there is something that is causing this or is disrupting it, then it's no more a free and fair election. So for him to say that, I like the part that he said, tell him to bring his squad, his children, to lead the squad. This is really amazing. I like the fact that these celebrities are coming out to really encourage, to say things about this election, because this is the presidential election. This is the time for us to decide on what we want on this election. And I like the fact that everybody is coming out to say their own mind about this election. We don't want any trouble. We don't want violence. Please, stay out of violence for this election. All right, it's time for a break. And when we come back, E-News continues here.
Souls came together. Came together. Two souls came together. Where am I now?
Tat Fragrance, the new luxury fragrance for men and
Pararam pra reparar, estão ouvindo esse som, pulsando seco no ar, merece nossa atenção. Preparem bem os sensores para poder captar. Parem usinas, motores.
21st century where all the information we need is now in the palm of our hands. News from around the world, entertainment, celebrity gossip, sports, and much more. The only thing that you need is the right source. Viewer TV is now on the go. Simply check us out on our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter for all the information you need.
Welcome back from the break. If you're just joining, this is E-News on Viewer Television. Moving on, we have before the 9th edition of Award Multi-Choice Nigeria and Africa Magic. The event organizers have issued a call for entries. This comes after the 8th edition's 8-day extravagance, which took place at the Eco Hotel of Ansut in Lagos, Nigeria in 2022. The organizers have called on all African filmmakers to submit their movies and films publicly exhibited or broadcast between December 1st, 2021 and January 31st, 2023 for the 2023 edition of the awards ceremony. In the call, organizers stressed that the entry portal opened on Friday 20th, 2023 and closes on March 10th, 2023, saying all films aired in cinemas or otherwise made for television movies or television series are eligible so long as they fall within the specific timeline. This is an entry of the movie award that we know in Africa and Nigeria, and we have a lot of movies that have been produced or that have been made that are interesting. To name a few, I'll start with Shantytown. I love Shantytown. It's a series too. They should go and apply for it. They should go and enter all these ones. And also, there are a lot of movies, there are a lot of series that when you check them, it's not only Nigeria. There are other movies that from South Africa and other parts of the African continent. You find out that these movies are really interesting. Nigerians are doing their best, and Nollywood is doing a wonderful job with some movies. Sometimes when you watch some movies, you'll be wondering, is it a Nigerian movie? Because they have really upgraded. The upgrade is here. It's 100 over 100. Let's give them their flowers. Nollywood are really doing amazingly well in the entertainment world. So kudos to them. Please go and register so that we'll vote for you. Anyways, next on my list, I have Susan. She's an actress who has accused those who support the demonstration over cash shortages and vandalism of public property of being troublemakers who do not genuinely have money in the banks. Acknowledging the current situation of the country demanded prompt action, Susan argued the resort to violence and burning of banks as well as other public facilities will be counterproductive. She warned those engaging in these brutal acts to desist forthwith because when the current challenge expires, the damages that have been done will yet remain until they are sorted. So the actress added that people should drop or should stop going around to burn banks and other properties. I like it when people come out, when these public figures come out and they say something about things that are wrong. I see no reason why you should go and be burning banks. you still go back and look for money. You still go back and look. They are the ones that are going to pay you. And most of these people that are busy going around, burning, doing things, scattering, and you are destroying things. These are properties that are worth millions, and you're destroying it for what? Some of them don't even have 1 naira shishi in their account. So, but they are, because it's a protest, and some of them are using the opportunity because it's a bank. Maybe they'll be able to see money. If they maybe break ATM, they will pack money or something. But it's not good. It's not a good. It's not a good behavior. The situation is, we want the scarcity for this currency to end. And there is a right way to protest, not by going to destroy things, to make things look worse. You are even burning banks. Imagine, I saw a footage of Union Bank, Keystone Bank, in Ogun State. All these banks are being burned. I see no reason why things like this should be happening in Nigeria, because these are things that we should avoid. If we want to protest, please do it in the right way so that your voice will be heard. But all these things, you still go back to the bank. Whether if you're not going to the bank, somebody in your village is going to the bank. Somebody from your house is going to the bank to look for money. But if you scatter it, it will take a long time before they will build or put it in place. So please, stop destroying properties that are not even harming you or something. These are where your money are being stored. Anyways, moving on, we have, with the presidential election only a few days away, actor Alex Okubo has lamented many who have fallen out with their family and friends. He urged Nigerians to ensure there is no bad blood between them and their families, as well as friends, over conflicting political ideologies. According to Okubo, people should remember elections will come and go, and a new government instituted, he wrote. People are losing friends and family over political ideologies. Just remember that whether or whenever you are in need and want support, you will need friends/family and not government. Okay, election is actually in few hours, and Nigerians can't wait to decide who their credible candidate is. And I like it when, I've said it before, when these public figures come out and start saying, do this, do that, don't do this. And he's talking, this time around, he's talking about friends and family. Imagine, because who you're voting is not who I'm voting, then you start keeping malice with me, or start having this beef with me. I see this happening in different places. You find out that I am voting for this, you are voting for this. Okay, we all have our candidates. So, but it shouldn't be that way. It should be that, okay, you are my family members, you are my friend, vote whoever you want to vote. It's a personal decision. It's not something that you should come because we are family members, you should impose your decision on me. No, you shouldn't do that, because our relationship is different. We have our relationship from the election. But the thing is that everybody have who they want to vote for. They have who they think is right for the position. So it shouldn't be it shouldn't be like a problem because I am voting who you are not voting. So it shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, just try to avoid any dispute between you and your family members or friends. Even your community people, don't have beef with them, because this election will come and go. Just make sure you are voting for the right person. All right, next I have Nipsey, a fast rising star whose death sent shockwaves through the music world. Eric Holder had not denied killing Hazel, but his lawyers argued they argued because it was an impulsive crime that took place in the heat of passion. A jury last year found Holder had acted with premeditation as he fired at Hazel at least 10 times following a dispute between the two men over claims the assailant. Okay, snitching to the police, Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge H. Clay Jack sentenced Holder to minimum of 25 years for the killing, with an additional 25 years because a gun was actually used in the crime. Then the Holder was given another 10 years for shooting and wounding 2 people that were nearby. Nipsey Hussle was a great artist, was a great musician. It was when he died that people were just like, and he was a very fine-looking young man. He was fine. And it was when he died that most people noticed that, okay, why would this person die? We're now going to realize that he has sweet songs, wonderful songs. And that was when people started listening to his songs. We don't know the dispute between them, but shooting at Nipsey 10 times. Hey, I was actually checking something on the social media where I was seeing people saying if he goes to that cell, if you go to that jail, that he can even last for 1 minute because there are people that are angry that he killed this particular artist. It's very annoying the way people are shooting on people these days. Before you know it, even in South Africa lately, AK was shot. And I don't know what is happening with all this shooting. Anyways, Nipsey died in 2019 and he's still the trial. I just like the fact that the trial has ended and the culprit is going to jail or is being jailed. This is really sad. Nipsey was a good artist. Anyways, don't forget to vote for the right candidate of your choice. Don't cause chaos. Don't cause anything that would disrupt this peaceful and free election that we are waiting to see. Don't forget, E-News continues next week, same time at Viewer Television. I am Patient City. Stay with me next week as we enjoy another entertainment news. Bye.